We're back now with our series By the Book, and a man who is a master at his craft, author Walter Mosley. He's one of my favorite writers. He's published more than 60 books. He's best known for his crime fiction, though. His latest book in the Easy Rawlins series is called Grey Dawn. It's out this week, and I found out firsthand he still very much loves telling stories.
What the reader takes out of that is really interesting to me.
Where better to meet one of the most prolific fiction writers of our time than the Center for Fiction in Brooklyn? With as many characters as you've created over the years, do you lose track of them? How do you?
Oh, yeah. It's like I have to get back into them. I have to go back and read books and think about it again.
Where you'll find Walter Mosley every day is at his desk writing, since he burst onto the literary scene in 1990 with Devil in a Blue Dress. The book would be made into a movie starring Denzel Washington as Easy Rawlins.
And what do you prefer to use as your weapon?
Why don't you search me and find out?
16 Easy Rawlins novels would follow, including Grey Dawn, out this week. Tell me about Grey Dawn.
Easy fell in love in the previous book, but she committed a crime, and they break up, and he just has been depressed ever since then. He's trying to get out of the depression, and he takes on a case. It slowly gets him back to the woman that he's broken up with. You're following a kind of a blossoming of happiness.
What is it about that character that keeps you coming back to him over and over? And what do you think it is about him that has resonated with so many readers?
It's this detective who solves these crimes, but he has a life that you're really very interested in.
Mosley writes from his own experience. Growing up in Los Angeles, the son of a black father and Jewish mother, he worked as a computer programmer before following his passion into writing. You write about people who look like us, and you write about issues that
inside and out.
Yeah.
Look like us inside and out. I mean, there's the outside look, which people might have one kind of understanding of, but the inside look is like, God, there's such variety, such difference.
And you capture that nuance. How?
Well, listen, all you have to do is write about what you've seen. You have people who are all kinds of different people, who live all kinds of lives.
Earlier this year, Mosley published the latest in his series featuring Brooklyn-based private eye Joe King Oliver.
It's a guy who's a policeman. I've never written about a guy who was a policeman before. And New York cops are so interesting, because they just are. I said, well, let me see what I can do with a black ex-cop in New York.
And Mosley doesn't just write books. He's done television as well, including writing for the hit FX series Snowfall.
If you can't be a part of what comes next, I understand.
And a movie adaptation of his novel, The Man in My Basement, featuring Willem Dafoe and Corey Hawkins, is out this month on Hulu.
Why'd you choose my house? There's some answers you don't need to know.
What role do you think that writers play in our society, or should play in our society?
I'll just talk about black people for a minute. If you are in any marginal culture in any country and you're not in the literature, you don't exist. So what you can do is you can include pieces of history, of culture, inside the fiction.
I think it's so cool that your eyes still light up after all these years when you talk about the process of writing and storytelling.
Well, it's really amazing and magical. And a lot of writers, they do this naturally, but they don't know it.
Mosley is certainly a magician with a keyboard, and at 73, he intends to keep casting spells over his readers for years to come. What do you want your legacy to be?
Oh, I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care?
I don't care about my legacy. No,
well, why not?
Because what's important to me is the writing. When I write a book and I think the book works and I think it's really, it's strong, it's new, it's different, but it still talks about the world that we're living in, I'm happy.
I've so enjoyed Walter Mosley for a long time. He's written crime fiction, science fiction, romance novels, a television series. Told me now he's working on a musical as well.
Wow.
He'd like to try writing a Western. And of course, again, his latest book is called Grey Dawn. I asked him about his process, and he said every morning no matter what, he gets up and he writes for 3 straight hours.
Wow.
Every morning.
Every morning. He's done it for years.
Do you
He
ever
writes
do writer's
3
block?
hours. No.
Just to get it out?
No, it comes out through the fingers.
All the,
cool.
from Devil in a Blue Dress, from all of those. The thing I always love about his writing, the names he comes up
Yes,
with. The
those
characters, they are unbelievable names. I start writing them down just because they're lyrical and whimsical. Unbelievable.
A lot of people want to start reading his books if you haven't already. That was good.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.